Hey everyone, Unfair here, and we're back with some more SimCity, and as promised, we're going to be starting a completely new setup today, just me and Kramik, and what we've decided to do was see how we can do on this small region, which includes 3 city spots and a Great Works, and our plan is to actually, this is a pretty good region for what we're trying to do. We want to try and break up our industry, our commercial, and our residential into 3 separate cities, at least as much as possible. We know we can't just exclusively have one or the other in anything, but we want to see if we can actually create a nice balance, have everything, and actually get to an endgame goal of building a Great Works. So, with the servers willing, I'm going to load into the Norwich Hills here and get started. Now, this is a very industrial heavy zone. Kramik just took, what was it, Clearwater?
Yes.
And Clearwater is a very nice, well, clean area. It does not have any resources to gather, but we're going to have him focus mostly on commercial building. So the building is pretty much the same. What we have to do is we still have to start as if you're starting just a brand new city. You need to get enough residential and enough things going to make everything work. But we have access to rail up here, which is going to be extremely important for our industry. We do not have access to water here, but that's okay. We'll have access to water on the other ones for, you know, tourist purposes and all sorts of junk like that. But let's get a lay of the land first.
That's what I've been doing, looking at how the water goes, where the wind flow is.
Okay, along the top, my ore is up here, my coal is up here, my oil is down here. Oh my god, this is going to be a disaster. How the hell am I going to accomplish this?
Your stuff's all over the place.
Oh yeah. I think the only safe place to actually build some houses is going to be in this bottom left corner here. So that's our plan. So now that we've got a good idea of the land and what we're doing, let's go ahead and get us some roads built. And we're going to lead our road straight up over to here because we're going to build a little bit of commercial, a little bit of residential, and focus on density. So what we're going to do is, it's not going to be very big. Okay, it's being a little fussy at the moment. Hold on. And that's not what I wanted. Great. Oh, by the way, there is no undo option, so this game can bite me.
I don't want to know what you did. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to go.
I wasted about 3,000 simoleons trying to move my road the way I want my road to move.
3,000's nothing. Where my water is and where the wind's blowing, so where I have to build what little industry I have, it's got to be on the far side of the map.
Well, what we're doing is we're just going to frame up a nice little small area. Yeah, I hate when that happens, though, that it has to be... It has to be. We're just going to frame up a nice small area here. We are going to need power, but one thing that's really neat is we're kind of up on a hill. I don't know if this is going to work or not. But we might be able to get enough wind power to keep things moving.
Depends
maybe.
on how far the wind's moving. Well, I always start off with wind power, and it lasts for a bit. As long as you keep small.
That's what I'm thinking, is I'm actually going to start with some wind power, but to do that... Yeah, draw residential zone. We've been over this. Shut up. Alright. Mayor on a spending spree. Yeah, bite me. Alright, let's get some money going in here. And that's one thing that is usually not the best idea when you're starting out. To pretty much just plop down all of your roads, because... You know what? That tends to piss people off. And you run out of money, and then you can't actually finish building stuff, and blah, blah, blah. Shit happens. But the reason I did this is I kind of wanted to just get my wind power over there. So, look. Power. Okay, one thing that is a problem right now is they have disabled cheetah speed. Even though I can activate it, it doesn't work because, you know, their stuff sucks. Alright. We'll have power here shortly. We're going to need sewage drain. So for the time being... Oh, yeah, let's throw sewage. No. We need water first. You guys can kind of see my my plan here. And even though I'm pulling a negative right now, that I won't be once the residential kicks in. Like I said, I'm keeping this very, very small. Unpowered buildings. There we go. Nice, right? Alright, so now that we've got our residential, we're making some progress here. Now, there's going to be a demand for industrial. We are going to have so much room for industrial that it's absolutely crazy. So what we're going to do for right now, because we always have the option to bust this up later, I'm just going to throw down some industrial down here in the valley, and that'll just be fine. Until I have a chance to actually build the big items that I need to get the job done. Because once we start pulling some money out of the ground in the form of ore and coal, things will improve greatly. All right. Now they're going to want a little bit of commercial, so we're going to have to help them out here with that. Now, my intention is to not explode this. I'm probably not going to go much bigger than this right now. Because just not that interested in doing that. For right now, we'll throw some things to increase some happiness and see how things go. So, now we're kind of stuck in a waiting pattern here. We can't really do a whole lot else. Things are up. Density's actually going up on these already. I mean, they're halfway to their next tier, so that's good. That's the key, is to keep things small. The smaller you keep things, the better off you are, really. Because, yeah. Another problem that you'll encounter is density itself. And Kramit can tell you how that goes badly. But
it goes badly pretty quickly.
You know, the problem comes to be that after a while...
if people are happy enough, they'll increase density. If they increase density, they triple very quickly. And then you run into problems, because you're trying to keep up with demand, and then everything just goes to hell.
Mm-hmm.
I finally have enough people moved in.
Alright. Yeah, I'm having issues with not enough freight customers. You know how that goes. Now, that doesn't mean exactly what you think it does. That means that industry is doing well enough. They just don't have a place to send their stuff to. What the industry does is they send their stuff to the commercial, which means they make it, these guys sell it. So you kind of have to balance, and you have to have enough to keep everybody happy. And that's where things get tricky, because you can't make everyone happy. It's damn near impossible. But I think at this point I need to get a town hall down somewhere. But before I start plopping down a permanent fixture like the town hall, we need to take a look at the map again.
My game just told me that there was new content in this region and to click OK to update my game.
Interesting. Okay, as you can see, right here is ore, and weak amounts of ore. We know that there's tons of oil down here. And we know that there's tons of coal up here. So a safe spot to place a town hall that won't be in a complete mess is probably, I don't know where, because everywhere is inconvenient. I mean, look at this. That's all oil. It'd be nice to put the town hall like right there and just tuck it into the valley. You know what? Maybe we'll do that. And you know what? Don't knock the dirt roads. They work. They're good for if you need to do something in a pinch.
I knock the dirt roads just because they can't be upgraded to high density. Or not high density, the avenues.
Oh. I only ever build with high density roads from the start. I don't bother with avenues unless it's straight away from my
Straight
from
off
my
the
main
highway.
highway. Yeah, I don't bother with it. And it's worked well for me, so I try not to make things too complicated at this point.
Fair enough.
This looks like as good a place as any for my town hall. Maybe not as prestigious as some other places, but you know what? It's good and out of the way. So I get to name my city, but I don't know what to name it, so I'm going to leave that up to you guys who are watching. What should I name my city?
Same goes for me, because I really don't care what my city's called, so long as it thrives.
We're going to thrive. We're going to make this work. Now, things people are probably going to be upset about pretty quick. I bet they're using the toilet. And I bet that's getting backed up pretty hardcore.
Oh, you don't have sewage yet?
Not yet. I've made a fair amount of, where's the shopping in this town? Really? You don't see the stores in your back freaking yard?
Yeah, no.
That's always just a little aggravating. But we have to do it just enough to get this started.
Mm-hmm.
See, ultimately, I only want a couple blocks of each. I'll take a couple blocks of commercial, a few blocks of high-density residential, and this is going to be insane industrial in here. And the concept is that we'll use the region to, fill our people out and go back and forth. So what we can do right now... Now, see, another thing that's bad is if I tab out of here or if I go and visit Kramik City, all of my progress will stop. But that's okay right now. Let's go see what Kramik's doing.
I don't know what part you'll see, but...
Well, I'm going to visit and we'll see. The servers may not have updated what he's been working on, so we might not see anything. But we'll find out.
Mm-hmm. It may look weird now, but I know where I'm placing things, so it'll all balance out in the end.
Petting goats.
Yeah, I always like seeing that one.
Snapping units. What units? Ow.
Snap, crackle, pop?
Maybe. Tuning llama frequency.
See, now that one's important.
Alright, so let's see what he's got going on here. Actually, this is going pretty good. He has about just as much population as I've got. His money is just about as bad as mine, but I think he went big-ass avenue all the way down. Yeah, that'll sap the funds real quick.
Yeah, but I'm making $1,200 an hour.
Well, that's good. That's way more than I'm doing at the moment. But yeah, I've got to do something about sewage right now. Right now, we can't do anything region-wise because we just started. We're too small. We don't have any of the abilities or assets in which to do it. So that's all.
Yeah, until you put in a town hall, they don't recognize you having neighboring cities.
Well, I've put in the town hall on mine, but we'll get this figured.
Well, my town hall's in too. Well, now that I put it in. But until you have it, they don't recognize you as having it.
Right. So the trick with this game, now I built my previous city, which I had in video, rather quickly. I just went nuts, laid down all the roads, filled in all the zones, and I have not had a single issue. It has been profitable through and through, and I think I've just been lucky. For the most part, trying to take it slow and build up and think smart and how you do stuff is kind of the way to go with this, and that's what we're hoping to do here. Now, things could still blow up in our face.
I just watched your mayor drive in and visit my town hall.
Nice. I'm still at a loading screen, so I'm really hoping that they get this fixed at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my plan is to get the roads laid out where I think I want them, depending on how big factories get.
But see, I think
gonna
that's
completely
the other
different from where
reason
I have
that
it
your
now.
density goes up so fast all the time.
What?
Is you're building with the full-size avenues. I'm not.
No, this is medium density avenues. They can only go so big.
Oh.
My problem is I upgraded to the high density avenue way too soon. So I went from like 30,000 people, and then everything became large apartment buildings, and I jumped to 96,000. This was all low value property too.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, this is moving along slow. I do miss cheetah speed. Closed needs workers. It looks like I might actually have to give in and throw in some more residential. This is not what I want to do. But until the density builds up on the existing stuff, I can get by with adding more residential for now. And yes, I'm aware I can drag and just do this. But it seems like if I don't keep the workers flowing in here, then we've got an issue. I'm just shy of enough money to actually put in the sewage plant. And, well, we'll see what happens here. And that's pretty remarkable that I have two burger joints right next to each other. And it plays funky sim music. But this whole thing takes time. And the biggest thing will be just, yeah, here you can see a big problem right now. It's called poo. And it's flowing. Well, it's not flowing yet, but it's about to be flowing.
Mine's minimal, and I'm gonna keep it that way. Although I think I just plopped that road too close to my town hall.
Well, that should definitely get things rolling here. So, we have enough industry. Freight shipments are making huge profits. We want a place to ship our freight. Yeah. Well, you have it. I'm not giving you more commercial right now.
I have a ton of commercial. And my 4 factories are complaining about freight.
Yeah.
No, sorry, 1 is.
Yeah, there's always one guy who's going to complain about everything. I have a lot of burger places. Lazy Llama Luncheon. I mean, a lot of burger places. It's kind of creepy.
But see, already I have 208 medium value jobs that aren't filled. 8 high value. Like, where are these jobs coming from?
Could be my people who don't have things to do at the moment.
Yeah, but I have 4 factories making 3,000... Oh no. Okay, I have 4 factories making 360 freight. And that's a lot of freight not getting delivered. That people want. It's a fine line. But I already have 1 shopper commuting in. And 9 freight commuting in.
Because you're commercial, so my factories are sending to you.
Well, that's good.
That's by design. Exactly. I don't know if I want to make more factories.
Well, I've got 2,800 freight unfilled, so I'm only getting 10.
Factories it is. Where are you seeing that, by the way?
If you hit the population tab panel and go to detail.
Oh, here we go.
Workers you have. I have 21 unemployed people because I don't have jobs for them.
I have 53 unemployed people. I should probably figure that out, huh?
I have three workers commuting in from your city. I got 47 shoppers commuting in, which is good because I'm only down to 48 unsold goods. So they're coming. It's working. Just needs some build-up.
Alright, petition to build a coal mine has been approved. Now all I need is the money to do it. I'll show you how we make some serious money. But the industrial demand is extremely high, and I love when that happens because industrial, you can make so much money in this game with industrial if you do it right. I've actually gotten really good at it. You know what I haven't gotten good at? Placing these silly roads.
Yeah, a lot of my stuff is going to have to come down and be rearranged because I've got a nice layout in mind.
My problem is I've got to go up this stupid freaking hill.
Yeah, hills are a problem. But I'm going to have all my residential down near the start, and then a big, thick commercial region in the middle, and industry over by the lake. With the far side of the main road for like sewage treatment, water plants, and all that. Because that's where all my water is.
Yeah, the problem with simoleons right now.
I am happy where I am, and it's going to stay there. I'm not going to...
Alright, well my plans are kind of simple at this point. I'm going to overload on industry. And I can always bust it up later and rearrange as needed as soon as I can make my plants and things. But ultimately, I need to start getting money in here because I can't just sit at, you know, stagnation. I've got to do something. So here we go. Something is happening.
How much are you pulling in an hour?
1,100.
That's not bad. I'm pulling 1950.
Yeah, but I'm sure you have a higher population than me as well.
1,500.
Oh yeah, by a lot. I only have 492 people.
And I have 208 unfilled jobs because I have no medium wealth, and I don't want any medium wealth. Maybe I do. I don't know. It's a fine line to keep.
Well, my residential's going to be pissed no matter what I do. So at this point...
Okay, I popped a couple houses to medium value. The basketball court. Hopefully that'll supply my worker demand and keep people happy. I also changed the road to a low density road, so they can't up on me without me wanting them to.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm building a few lines of residential in a few places just to bolster, I guess.
Yeah, already I've got 12 working, so it's... Apparently I have unsatisfied shoppers, because there's no medium value shopping. Damn.
Yep, see, and
Fine line.
that's the thing. You know, you can't please everyone. It's very difficult to do.
Mm-hmm. And I really should have put the basketball court over there, because then it'll hit those houses and those couple of businesses.
I think I just busted my businesses by putting a park down. Oh well. So
I'm breaking that.
Let's take a look and see what we got going on here. Alright, I've filled all jobs. Well, no. I have unfilled jobs. So I actually have more jobs than I can give my people, which is really going to cause troubles again. Shoppers. Lots of unsatisfied shoppers.
Yeah, I've only got one commuting in, so I've got to do something about the commute.
That, I think, just gets better with time. Oh, I know. All the people are freaking out. Oh my god, you broke our park. Yeah, yeah. Now, the problem is I probably just kicked all of these up to some medium wealth, but that's okay because I'm going to basically oppress the people down in the valley by all my industrial. And then we're back to that whole we need somewhere to ship our freight bullshit, so...
Well, my 4 are very happy. And those 4 will become 2 when they upgrade, and then they'll still be 2 when they hit third density.
Alright. Well, at this point, I think this has gone on long enough. You can kind of see what we're doing as a basis to get started. So we'll be back with more. Thanks for watching.
Have fun.